Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Under the Influence podcast.
Yes, sir. It's episode 120.
120. We're officially dropping on this new
Tuesday.
day, going up on a Tuesday.
That's what we called it, going up on a Tuesday.
Sorry, Eugene. I saw your hate faithful text.
What do you say?
That nigga texted me and said, Tuesday? Capital letters and a bunch of eye emojis. I hate the nigga. I hate him back explaining like the reasoning behind it. Nigga never text me back.
That's hilarious. No, that's hilarious.
But the funny thing was, he came over here while it was uploading, so I know he hadn't seen it yet because he's over here and it was still uploading. So when he gets home and watches this episode, he's gonna be mad.
Got to save it till Friday.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Put it in your.
Put it in your play later, watch later profile.
Yeah,
They got that.
Yeah, they do. You got any RPs?
Nope, because I didn't too much care about the hockey player, and I don't know him. So
Me either. I don't have an RP. I got prayers situation. Prayers for Crazy Bone. He's apparently in the hospital in L.A. fighting for his life.
for real,
Yeah. Crazy Bone. Did I say lazy? I meant crazy.
now you said crazy.
Okay, crazy. Crazy Bone of Both Thugs and Harmony is reportedly at a hospital fighting for his life, according to inside sources. Crazy Bone checked himself into the Los Angeles area hospital on Friday, September 22nd, after he started coughing up large amounts of blood.
Damn.
Crazy Bone suffers from secondovirus. So I don't know.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's an inflammatory disease in which the immune system overreacts, causing groups of cells to form clusters of inflamed tissue called granules in one or more organs of the body. Basically,
Yeah, they got scars.
and he starts coughing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's.
Damn.
So I guess that's something that he's dealt with for a long time, but he's having a real bad episode of it right now. So prayers to Crazy Bone. Hope you.
Yeah, Prayers Crash, one of my favorite Bone Thugs and Harmony members.
Yeah, hope you bounce out of that one, buddy.
Hell yeah.
That's my guy there. I like his big fan of your production and things of that nature. So yeah, that's
Yes.
the only bad thing I had.
All right. I mean, it's gonna get worse from
I got some other terrible shit too.
here.
I got some other terrible shit too.
I feel you.
I'll kick it off though with mine.
Go ahead then.
We ain't gonna get bad right now, but I hope all you motherfuckers that decided NFTs was the wave managed to get up out of that shit before
What happened?
today. It's reported that 95% of all NFTs are marked as worthless now. And I know a lot of motherfuckers made money with them while it was
Shit.
booming and bucking. But if you was one of them motherfuckers that was like hoarding them and hoping that this was gonna,
Just live along.
because
Cause they supposed to use that shit for the metaverse,
yeah.
for pictures and art and gallery.
But some motherfuckers was talking about holding on to them like you would any other art, like you
Yeah.
would as an investment. Because a lot of people,
They
especially like
supposed to
a
go
lot
out.
of rich people, they use art as investment.
Right.
If there's no better way to hide your money than to put it in six $20 million paintings on your wall.
So where does all that money go now?
That's what I'm saying. Because like with real art, that's a solid investment. A lot of
Yeah.
real rich people use it because you don't have to,
But there's probably no law on this NFT shit.
because you don't have to pay taxes on that shit when it's art.
Right.
So if you got $100 million that you don't want to pay taxes on every fucking year, and you don't want to have to report it to the IRS and all that shit, buy you some paintings,
Right.
some reputable ones that ain't.
Some Van Goghs.
Yeah, and put them bitches. That's why when they be talking about like Jay-Z's net worth, that nigga's real big into art. So whatever the fuck they say his net worth is, it's probably
Way more.
yeah.
Huh. That makes sense though.
Yeah, because if you know what I'm saying, like if you put your money anywhere else besides stocks and shit, And stocks fluctuate so much. If you put your money anywhere else besides stocks and shit, man, you gotta pay taxes on that shit.
Right.
Nigga, if you buy a bunch of paintings, you ain't gotta pay taxes on them paintings.
Yeah. That philanthropy shit, because you get it all back through the taxes.
Yep. And even like say if you sell it, you might have to pay taxes on when you sell it at one time. Instead of that motherfucking shit just instead of you paying your money and getting taxed every year.
That's crazy.
And let's say I get into some shit and I need to start hiding income. I already got $100 million over here that don't nobody even fucking know about.
In a storage unit.
Yeah. But yeah, they say 95% of all NFTs are marked worthless. I know a lot of niggas made a lot of money during the boom.
What's old dude name? Who shot old girl? Is it Travis Scott?
Travis Scott.
That's him?
That shot old girl? Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez. There we go.
He made $1 million.
Yeah.
Quick million off of selling an album.
Yeah. They say that's the big reason why he got caught up in that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Because
they ain't like that.
He made it independently and it was all his.
Then he showed everybody how to do it.
There you go.
Yep.
He opened the gates.
Yep. And then Snoop Dogg made a fuck ton of money off the NFTs.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. Moving and selling and doing weird shit, especially
him and
when
Barbara Walters.
Well, especially when he ended up buying all the Death Row shit back. He put a lot of that Death Row shit as NFT exclusive shit and
And
artwork.
What was the other? He took it off of something. What was that? Not iTunes. What was that? That he took it off of so he could revamp it and bring it back.
He took the entire Death Row catalog off of all streaming platforms.
Okay.
And then he retooled the agreement and redid the business so that motherfuckers could actually make money off the shit. And then he put it back on there. The only platform that the shit was still on was
the
Tidal.
Yeah.
And that's because they worked out good business in the first place.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like the, no, we're not similar. It's similar to the Dave Chappelle shit Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not kind of like it. It's all the way different.
He really just took it down because
he wanted to remaster the shit.
I feel that, and because, you know, the way it was taken with Suge Knight losing shit piece by piece, that shit was all over the place. That's why one person owned the rights to Death Row and a whole another entity owned the music.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Because he ended up getting Death Row and still didn't have none of the music. He just had the ability to release shit under Death Row and sign new artists and this and the third. But he didn't have none of those masters and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because, you know, the way that they took that shit from Suge in lawsuits and shit. So it was here, it was there, it was over there, so after he gathered all that shit and got everything back, he had to take it down and take a second and get it underneath one umbrella so I can actually make this profitable.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And when you do that, media wise, it makes niggas go listen to shit that they wouldn't have listened to.
No, that's true.
Nigga might not have been checking for the Above the Rim soundtrack at all until niggas start talking about it's not on the platform no more. You go to search and it's not there, then all of a sudden you miss how good the songs were. Then when the motherfucker announces that it's all back, you go, oh, it's all here again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they had did Prince right though. As soon as he died, all that shit was on YouTube. I was like, damn, I could never find a Prince song on YouTube. As soon as he died.
And the wild part is that was against his wishes.
I'm sure. Just like Robin Harrison and Bebe's Kids cartoon.
Yep.
He never wanted to turn that into any kind of cartoon or movie. That was his joke.
Yeah, I forgot who did the voice, because it wasn't even Robert Harrison's voice on the cartoon.
Yeah, he was dead. They didn't have the technology that they do today. And maybe they did, but
the wild part is somebody actually famous.
Yeah, it is.
I can't remember who it is. But it fucked me up when I found out. Yeah, it fucked me up when I found out.
When I started watching
it's Faison Love, bitch ass.
It is?
Yeah. That's when I found out, I said, yeah, right. It was one of his first gigs.
You know who I thought it was when I heard it?
Who?
I thought it was Corey Holcomb.
It's Faison Love.
I can see it now.
Faison Love played Robert Harrison. The parts, because you know they used a lot of the parts
From his stand up. Yeah.
But the parts in between where they
It was
had
cartoon. The animation parts.
It was Faison Love.
I can see it.
And I don't like that bitch ass nigga. That's why when I found out, I was like, nigga.
What Faison do to you?
He ain't get on my nerves, man. The nigga just be on them interviews just talking, and he's like a real life hater.
He do be just talking.
Yeah, and he's like a real life hater, man. And for some odd reason, bro, I've always just, well, not for some odd reason, I've always disliked hating ass niggas. The fuck is you hating so much for?
Nah, straight up.
There's so much shit out here. First of all, in a whole, I don't be giving a fuck what niggas is doing.
Right.
I know more about niggas now because of the pod than I ever have before.
Right.
I usually know a bunch of random information, but I be knowing like niggas' business and shit because of the pod. And I still don't fucking care. That's why sometimes when niggas be commenting and making comments and shit about something I said on here, I gotta go back and rewatch what I said to even answer what the nigga asked about.
And please leave footnotes of where y'all found the information that y'all want to talk about.
That's what I appreciate, buddy. There's always commenting.
I gotta be starting
something because he'll put an hour 31 and then he'll
in the seconds.
Yeah,
and he'll even put the seconds.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm responding to, nigga. And I'll go back up to the video, watch it. I did say that, and then I'll go back and respond to him. But, nigga, I don't be knowing, bro. I just be talking. Not like just talking blindly, but I mean,
nah, we be talking collectively, but at the same, you're never gonna remember all conversations.
Hell no. I had somebody in the gym talking about some shit because he just started watching it. He started talking to me about some shit like 30 pods ago. I said, brother, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. He's like, oh, well, you said this. And I was like, oh, I can't remember that. So then I went back and forth. Nigga, we do this shit every week. By marker 45, I'm drunk.
And it's all weekly information. And it's all weekly information.
Yeah.
Everything changes unless we got an update.
And like I said, by marker 45, I'm loaded. Remember what I said, nigga. And I believe I meant what I said because I don't just be saying nonsense, but I don't remember it.
Nah, I totally figured on that. I be putting it together, you know, on the audio side, you gotta give a little description.
Yeah. Like, what do we talk about? Yeah.
Like if something stand out, like the monkeys with the coins.
Like,
that stood out.
Talk about the monkeys, yeah.
But
put a couple little
high. Hold on, what else did we talk about? Like, everything is the same.
Yeah. Talk about these motherfucking notes, and then like when shit, if you like bring up a subject for some odd reason, it was super interesting. I remember it. Yeah. But remembering what I said about said subject,
like being selling motherfuckers the moon or the ocean has an STD.
That nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like them is the ones that stick out. Oh, and the monkeys. That was throwing the
goddamn dogs off the puppies off the roof because of the monkey puppy beef.
Yeah,
the dog had killed a baby monkey.
I tell you what, we ain't had in a while.
What?
We ain't had honor killings.
We was having them for a second.
They was going rampant.
Yeah, they was going rampant. Quick update. It's not even in my notes, but I just remembered.
What's that?
The aircraft.
I saw that. Yeah. I hope you was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, they found it. They said it flew like 60 or 70 miles unattended and then crashed somewhere in South Carolina.
Told you it crashed. In the mountains?
Yeah, somewhere in South Carolina somewhere.
Because it got to be something high.
Yeah.
For nobody to really notice it like that. I thought they was gonna do some other shit with it. They probably did.
I still don't think it crashed.
It didn't. Shit, it's in there with Mum-Ra.
Even if it did, they saying that the reason Buddy ejected himself out of the motherfucker was because of weather. But there was no reports of wild, crazy weather when that shit happened. One motherfucker I was watching was like, nigga, he was in that bitch and them aliens got on bullshit.
I was about to say that.
He said, fuck that.
They start popping out on his ass.
He said,
like I've been saying for the last, month or so? These motherfucking planes been flying dangerously low.
Yeah, shit, like you said, the last like 2 months, 2 or so months, nigga, like when we go outside and take our smoke breaks, Them planes be loading the
They
bitch.
and they're leaving the air from the
Yep.
airport. They're not even. We're way on the fucking east side of now.
Yep. My guy that was just out here when we went on the break,
Yeah.
me and him was standing outside talking one day, and he was like, "Bro, them motherfuckers is loaded a bitch." I said, "Nigga, the last couple months, bro. I don't know what the fuck."
It just been low, and the closer you get to the airport, the lower they are.
Yeah.
I used to never be able to see their landing gear.
I was like, I'm living in this house since 1992. Nigga, they ain't never been that low. And back then, up until a few years ago, the airport was closer.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
Yeah, they built the new airport. The new airport's further out.
Yeah.
So there's really no reason for them to be that motherfucking low.
And FedEx is about to take over the whole other one.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Unfortunately.
Boy.
I've heard all about it. I've heard all about their future plans.
But you can't talk about it.
Yeah. They told me all about the purple expectations. And shut the fuck up.
That's why the purple line's going out there.
Thanks for the, yeah. Yep.
That makes sense now.
Thanks for the opportunity, FedEx. I appreciate it.
I'd say who didn't get an
paycheck or
opportunity.
two. Who didn't?
Not the car window.
What happened?
A woman was killed
Jesus. All right.
while trying to re-enter a car rolling downhill.
Oh no, she fell up underneath that motherfucker, huh?
It must have. This happened in Spokane, Washington. Or at least that's where it's reported from. It says a woman was killed as she was trying to re-enter her car that was rolling downhill. Police say the driver was chasing the car and was getting in the driver's seat when the vehicle hit a tree and rolled over. The crash happened near, we don't care about that, it was around 2:45 p.m. on Friday.
Jesus.
It says that, all the roads are closed. The name of the victim will be released at the later time, of course, because this was just a couple days ago. So, yeah, they didn't. That's how they said it. They didn't say. I guess the car rolled over on her.
Damn.
Well, she was in the window too, so it flipped over. So, probably chopped her ass in half.
Yeah.
Hope not, but that's what happened.
Goddamn, buddy. It's a rough go of things.
It's a big ass rough go.
I don't know why motherfuckers be playing with these vehicles and things like that, like they not goddamn giant death weapons.
All these motherfuckers out here playing chicken with semis and shit.
Yeah, they tripping.
They twipping.
Twipping. If you ain't got
38 hot. It's a sin to throw chicken in Mississippi. Yeah, it is. Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown. What's his name? The other nigga, younger one.
Mathis.
Judge Mathis. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, he was just going along with it. Yeah, it is illegal in Mississippi to throw chicken at somebody.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
He said, yeah. Speaking of chicken, just because that's a edible treat. You see,
I ignored that on purpose too. Go ahead.
You see, Uber Eats is about to take EBT.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else when you said chicken. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, 2024, they're gonna start taking food stamps for deliveries.
I mean, they got to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
Shit, everybody damn near quitting them. So
Amazon had already been on it.
yeah, there's other people. The Instacart thing was on it too.
That's how, one of them motherfucking things that got breached and the hackers was stealing niggas' food stamps.
For real. Hey,
It was about 2 months ago, man. I know someone, like I saw him talking about it, but I know somebody personally. My nigga, his shit, he get like $400 a month in food stamps. This nigga had bought like some chips and a Red Bull the one day, and then went back like 2 days later to actually go grocery shopping, and that shit declined, and his balance was $2. When he got on that motherfucker and looked at what happened, because you can get on the app.
yeah, and see the transactions.
Motherfuckers had got that shit and ordered a bunch of shit online with it. So he had to go down and dispute it. And
Wow.
Yeah.
See, they need to pop up red flags on that shit and actually call you to confirm if it's some looks like it's some fraudulent shit.
But that's the thing. Motherfuckers don't be Like I know a motherfucker who be selling her stamps, and she live in like Texas now or some shit. But she be selling her stamps
Mm.
online, like through Facebook and shit. And the only thing is, you gotta order the shit like through like Instacart and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Cause all you got is the number.
Yeah, number and pin code. That makes sense.
And if a motherfucker got that number and that pin code, boy, then they can do whatever they want to.
Now I wonder, do food stamps are they national? Like, say we got a card here, but we want to go to Ohio for
I
the
don't think
weekend.
so. I don't think so.
Okay,
It's like
they smart on that one.
on the food stamp card, that motherfucker say Hoosier, Indiana.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. That's why I was asking though.
yeah.
But they smart on that aspect of it though.
That's why them that's why when the pre EB the pandemic EBT cards came out,
Yeah.
that's why they was a whole different card because it was a whole different situation
Okay.
than just the state ones because they didn't. Because I was like, why wouldn't they just add them to your shit? And they're like, well, there was no red tape to go through. If kids was in school, they sent out things to them parents.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it didn't matter if you'd been qualified and this, that, and the third. Yeah, because you got to, yeah, no, it's not state, because they even call them different shit in other states.
Okay. Cause
Yeah,
like
here
here we
this
even
is
call them
SNAP.
snap. There we go. Yeah.
But they call it completely other shit in different states.
Even though they're recognized as food stamps
Yeah,
or food digital currency.
yeah.
You fuck with Marilyn Manson?
I mean, like, I'm not like a fan or nothing, but like, I
Yeah.
know who he is.
He had to do 20 hours of community service.
What he done did.
Uh,
Sucking his dick in the parking lot.
no, he already did that.
I thought somebody caught him.
Huh? Oh, I'm pretty sure somebody did. Took out a rib for that shit, didn't he?
That's what they said. He said that didn't happen, but that was the rumor.
And he said he wasn't a nigga off Wonder Years either.
No, he's nothing to got one of his.
I think he is.
He's not.
MC Hammer is Kirk Franklin, but he is. That's why he fell off the stage that time. He was trying to do the Hammer type. He forgot he was just supposed to direct.
MC Kurt Franklin and Plies is the same nigga.
I could probably see that. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. But while performing, it's MC Hammer.
All right.
But it says on Monday, Marilyn Manson was sentenced to 20 hours of community service and a $1,400 fine after he pled no contest to blowing his nose on a videographer during the New Hampshire concert.
Wow.
4 years ago.
They just getting around to it.
He was charged with one count of misdemeanor simple assault after allegedly spit at a photographer, Susan Fountain, during a performance at the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion on August 19th, 2019. Yeah, she claims he reproached her, covered one nostril, and blew his nose towards her. Back in 2021, he turned himself in after a warrant for his arrest was issued in connection with the incident. He initially pled not guilty. That September, he said after filing from his attorney, he negotiated a plea deal, and one of the two simple assault charges was dropped in exchange for the musician's no plea contest.
Yeah, he's sick of her shit.
Yeah.
Sick of her shit. Well, did he have to pay her?
Let's see here.
Did they go into the civil? Because that sounds like criminal if he had to do community service. Because she's probably got to sue him civil and get paid.
They say there's no well, we already know what a no contest plea is, but it says, additionally, the judge who called Manson's actions egregious required that the singer stay arrest-free and notify local police of any New Hampshire performances in 2 years. It says, per the AP, Manson mentioned to reporters at the sentencing that he had to pay that $1,400.
Okay.
But I don't know if that was just for court fees.
All right, court fees. What's about to happen is, you can sue someone without on the civil side without the conviction.
Yeah.
But if you can get the legal conviction first, it makes the civil suit almost a lock in, almost a shoe in.
Okay.
Because if the court of law decided you did the shit that was wrong, the civil side can decide to give me a bunch of money.
Mm.
And then on some ends, you can still win the civil, even if the court finds you not guilty.
So this is a good look for her.
Yeah, yeah, this is good for her.
I didn't think about that though. You just standing there, video and your show, and this nigga come and snot on you. Everybody else probably like, that was so cool, man. Manson snotted on me. This bitch said no.
Yeah, and see the thing is, that's like attack with bodily fluids. That's like spitting on someone.
Yeah,
pissing
what they
on
call
them.
that? Biochemical warfare.
Biochemical hazard. Yeah.
Shit.
Spit on the police officer. Then you going
That's what
to
they
jail.
gonna shit. Hit him with that Glock dookie.
Yeah.
That is so funny when I seen that shit. I was like, the Glock dookie? What's the Glock dookie? I want to see what this is. It was Glock dookie. That nigga, that motherfucking officer, he went up in his glasses and everything. They said that shit is shit, piss, cum, rotted fruit.
Yeah, they just put everything in like a bottle
Ugh.
and let it.
Ugh.
And one dude, I was watching one thing, one of them like jail things. They said Buddy would do that shit, like fill up the bottles of that shit,
Yeah.
and like bury them out in the yard, like the recreation yard, like bury them out in the yard so they could even ferment even harder. Because you know, like if you keep them in your cell, there's only so many days before they search the cell, so you only got 3-4 days for this to brew up and get nasty.
Yeah.
He said those niggas was burying that shit out in the yard, and then like digging up old ones and doing this shit to the COs.
Ooh, God.
Yeah, spraying that shit on them.
So they lucky that the COs is lucky they can't get what they do to the rest of the other prisoners when they put that shit on them. They cut them niggas up first and then hit them with that shit so they can get staff.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
It's very disgusting.
Like you said, fruit, shit, piss, cum, blood. Nigga, it's all type of shit. They just let that shit ferment in a bottle, nigga, until it's... And then they squeeze it on it. It just...
The dookie is the yeast. That's what make everything
Yeah.
ferment.
Like dookie. That's disgusting.
But yeah, I
Should
can't.
just turn my stomach.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. This is what we do here.
But yeah, Marilyn Manson, man, like I said, 1,420 hours of community service. Up in New Hampshire. And he has to give a 2-year notice when he's coming.
Damn. I just won't go.
Right.
Till this is over with. Till I'm cleared.
Like, we ain't seen Marilyn in some years. You won't.
And you won't. Bucko. They didn't successfully put a pig heart in a nigga.
I saw that too. Yeah, I saw that too.
In Maryland. Maryland surgeon successfully transplanted pig heart into a 58-year-old man.
He's 58? How's it working out for him?
Working out so far.
Is he oinking?
Doctors in Maryland successfully transplanted pig's heart into a dying man, making him the second patient to undergo the experimental surgery. The procedure went down at a University of Maryland School of Medicine, and Lawrence Fawcett, 58, has responded well. In fact, he's reported as sitting up and laughing just a couple days after the surgery, which saved him from heart failure. Following Fawcett's surgery, Dr. Is, quote, "It's just amazing feeling to see a pig's heart work in a human."
That sounds like some human centipede shit.
Yeah.
I
mean, if it works.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
Because you know we more predisposed to
But
cutting the pig up and throwing it down the flight of stairs in a heartbeat. Like,
But we need to see what's
get his heart, nigga. No.
we need to see what the side effects is later on.
Yeah.
Like about 2-3 years from now.
Yeah.
And see how my guy's still
That's
doing.
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Is he oinking yet? He's probably gonna grow the ears, little whiskers,
We gonna see.
a little curly tail and
We
everything.
gonna see.
We have human bacon.
Lord. Oh, Lord. But you know, for some odd reason, man, because you know, some of that shit Some of that shit they do in the medicine is cool. Like Buddy,
Nah, that's cool.
we had that one. I remember they regrew Buddy dick on his arm.
He slapped the lady in the face.
He slapped the lady in the face with the dick on his arm. Then after they grew it, they cut it off his arm and put it back on his.
But what was it from though? It was from like a rat skin or some shit.
I don't remember.
It was like something weird. It was something weird that they took it.
Weird as hell.
Made it from because his shit shriveled off.
Yeah, like fights. Yeah, something happened and his dick fell off.
It turned black and shriveled off.
Yeah,
like a little twig. Just
and so they grew a dick right here on his arm.
And when they went to reach or something, just came out and slapped the lady.
That's it.
He even got the girth and the size that he wanted.
Yeah, this nigga picked the dick. This nigga picked the dick.
So he went to, that's not the Frank stand. That would be.
No, that's the Frank dispensary. That nigga went to the Frank dispensary. That nigga said, 9. Let's do 9.5 in length.
Gotta make it believable.
5 to 6 in girth. Extra on the veins, please.
Yeah, how do you do that? Yeah.
Double up on those veins, right?
Extra sensitive around the base.
Now give it like the mushroom top. Like I wanted to, to really be able to power drive it. But he did. He grew that dick right on his arm.
On his arm.
It's crazy. Yeah. Remember they grew some type of body like an ear or something for a motherfucker on a rat's back.
That's what it was. It was the ear on the rat.
Yeah, they grew an ear on a rat's back. Nigga,
cut it off, put it on that motherfucker ear.
I watched that motherfucker. Nigga, that rat was just running around with that adult ass ear growing on his back.
That was weird.
Yeah. And now we got the motherfucker. They done successfully cloned a sheep or two. And now
they did that back in the early 90s, late 90s.
Now they done clone some sheep. Then we got
cloning chicken.
Pig hearts. Now they done made it legal for them to sell artificial meat.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm assuming must just be clone meat.
Yeah, and vegan hot dogs.
With DNA, human DNA in them.
Human DNA, yeah. That's fucking crazy.
They said
since 2017.
Since 2017, at least 2% of human DNA has been on almost all veggie dogs and a lot of
hot dogs.
I was watching the thing dude was talking about it. He said you saw the article. He said the first thing popped in my mind was, well, I don't eat a bunch of hot dogs. I eat veggie dogs.
Yeah.
He said, so I dug deeper into the article. He said, lo and behold, the veggie dogs is the one with the DNA. He said, so then as I'm freaking out, I said, well, let me see when this article was written. Because maybe they just found this out and I can stop. And he said, 2017.
That's the fast food dude. I know what you're talking about, yeah, he's cool.
He said, I just been drinking water because that's all I can think to do in this situation. You see all the human DNA I've ingested and...
But they never said what type of DNA, though.
Semen.
It is?
No, but I'm assuming.
Great.
So, I mean,
that's great.
But if we talking about human DNA, 2% non-hot dogs, like what are we really talking about here? Blood, piss, or semen?
That's what, or spit.
It's all disgusting.
I know. I'm just saying that there's
none of it is anything I'd want in my food.
No.
Especially semen. So that's why my mind went straight there.
I wasn't even trying to take it there.
Yeah, I had to think about what the worst thing was that it could. And just in my mind, the worst of the worst would be.
Well, I'm cool with blood. Blood's cool. Depending on the type of blood it is.
Yeah, but cool. Semen?
No.
Fucking jerking the gherkin into the Frank stand paste.
Is that why everybody burns their hot dogs?
I don't know. And I've never got
to get the 2% human out. No kids alive here.
Get it, burn it to get a little blacker. Let's get to.
I'm sorry, Mama.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
This is local. The horrific video shows Indian man ramming mom with a car during police chase.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it says an Indiana man trying to escape police rammed his car into his own mom, sending the older woman flying several feet into the air where she was. And I seen the picture. His name is Jawan Burley allegedly refused to pull over for police Friday morning and led authorities on a 20-minute high-speed chase in Fort Wayne,
Mm.
uh, about 2 hours north of Indianapolis. Well, of course, we know that. Burley, 38, ended up driving to the home of his mom, Juanita Gray, where he stopped in front and exchanged something with the woman before trying to speed off.
Mm.
But as he accelerated, he somehow struck the 57-year-old woman, sending her soaring,
Good Lord.
which was posted, which was posted on X by a lot of people. It says in Fort Wayne, a man just ran his mom over.
God damn, trying to get away from the law.
uh, it says it says a clip shows a black car make a sudden start and gray. What? Whatever. And a maroon. Oh, and gray and a maroon shirt and black pants in the air. It says an officer was also grazed in the incident. It says passersby videotaping the exchange could be heard gasping, "Oh," as Gray was struck and tossed. It says the police opened fire on the suspect. Gray suspected to be okay and refused medical treatment at the scene. Both Burley, who was struck by one of the shots, and the officer he grazed also suffered non-life-threatening injuries. That's also good.
So niggas got, that's a lot of action for nobody to be dead.
Yeah. Says
Niggas
Burley.
is shot, multiple people hit by cars, and nobody died.
His mom floating in the air. His
Mom
own
didn't
mama.
die. That's,
And her leg was in the air like that. Ridiculous. They look like that.
oh shit. Well, I'm glad that nobody died, but just you wouldn't expect to hear a story like that and no casualties.
Now check this out though. Burley has been charged with battery of a deadly weapon, with battery of a deadly weapon,
They gonna charge him with elderly assault.
attempted murder, disarming, resisting arrest in the vehicle, and criminal recklessness with narcotics charges pending.
Mm-hmm.
His mom faces charges of obstruction of justice.
She must have been trying to help him get away and ended up getting hit.
He ran up and tried to give her that box.
Ah,
Yeah.
and then hit her trying to get away.
Yeah. So my thing is, nigga was nervous,
Took off too quick.
took off too quick,
He
and
ain't
wasn't
let
thinking
mom
about what he
grab
was
the front
doing.
of
He hit the D instead of the R.
It. Nigga punted Mom Dukes.
Got her up out of there.
Now she in the hospital and she got.
I wish I had
charges.
got a picture of how they showed her up in the air. I mean, she was up, bro. She was up higher than that car's tail end that they showed, or that the guy
Yeah,
showed us. I mean, high.
Man,
And like I said, her legs was up.
bro, that's like that. That fucking. I think I've talked about it on here before, man. But one of the craziest car accidents I have ever seen in my life. It's me and Melvin. We was on 46 and Post at the stoplight.
Yeah.
There's two Mustangs coming down Post Road racing each other, and
They was going north or south?
north
Okay.
headed towards like Penland Park.
Heading toward the post. Yeah, okay.
It was on Post.
They was on post
We
heading
was
toward.
on 46. They was on Post.
I got
so
you.
they came past us, and Buddy was in this lane. The other one was this lane. He went to go dip behind him and like go around him,
Yeah.
and he ran out of road because the road veered
Yeah.
in, and he hit the curb. And then when he hit the curb, bro. Now mind you, he hit the curb right on the corner of 46 and Post.
Yeah.
This nigga went airborne in this Mustang, flipping like this, sideways, like some real movie shit. He flew up over all the power lines and landed in the parking lot of those apartments directly across from AutoZone.
Damn.
You know how far that is? Me and Mel
How
sitting-
high that is.
Me and
He
Mel
went
was
over
sitting there
power
watching the shit like, nigga, he hit this motherfucker. He hit that parking lot. And that goddamn Mustang rolled. And when it got done rolling, this drunk ass Mexican dude with cowboy boots got out the car and stood there and looked at this shit like, nigga, when I say it was, you know how like when you see race cars wreck where there don't be shit like shit left but the cab?
Yeah.
That's how it was, nigga. Like the hood, the trunk, all that shit, nigga. Not to sound like racist, but it was like 12-inch speakers and soccer balls everywhere. This nigga, soccer balls and beer bottles just start flying out this nigga car while it was rolling and shit. We went over there and looked at that shit, bro. This nigga got out the car, stood there for a second, Nigga, he made a phone call. Another motherfucker pulled up in another car, picked him up. He cut the fuck out. Nigga, the police pulled up. It had landed in that parking lot, hit like two cars. And bro, it was insane.
At
And,
least he
and
got away.
and the wild part was, man, Mel was at the light, and the light turned green.
Yeah,
And I
waited.
looked down. I said,
Oh yeah, smart move.
I could see how fast the headlights was coming.
Yeah.
Wasn't no way on God's green earth they was gonna be able to stop at that red light. And they was racing down post. They was probably at 100 and some odd miles per hour when he hit that curve. That's how
Had
he
to
had
be,
the,
yeah. There was those revolutions like a
Yeah.
football.
And nigga hit that motherfucker, nigga, and nigga flew over all the power lines. Missed all the power lines. Nigga landed in that parking lot farther than a bitch. Like he flew over to like the spot where Mr. Lee's barbershop used to be.
Yeah.
Flew over that.
The old KFC.
He flew over the old KFC.
Yeah.
He flew over that initial apartments that are like right across from the old KFC.
Oh, the little small ones.
Yep, then you know there's the ones next to those that are directly across the street from AutoZone that got like the pool right in the front.
Yeah.
That's the one he landed in.
It's crazy, man.
Nigga, nuts. That was in like 2006. I'll never forget that shit. Never forget it. This nigga in Memphis tripping. I almost made him a fecal, but I think if he'd have found the woman, he'd have been a fecal. But man charged with breaking into Memphis school to search for an employee he had already robbed in the parking lot at gunpoint.
What do you forget?
I think he was gonna kill her. I think that she saw his face, so he went back. Doreen Rogers, 27, is charged with aggravated robbery, burglary to a building, property theft of $2,500 to $10,000, being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun, and carrying a weapon on school property. An employee of a Christian school arrived at work when a silver Hyundai pulled in front of her in the parking lot. And Rogers, the driver, got out and approached her. Police say Rogers pointed the gun at the woman and demanded her purse, which contained a little over $200 in cash. The victim complied, and he drove off. And that's when the employee ran inside the school. Was yours?
I heard something.
Okay. That's when the employee ran inside the school and locked the doors and called 911. Police say Rogers then returned, approached the school, broke the glass front door with the handgun, and went inside. The victim told police she could hear him yelling he was the police and to come out so he could help her.
The suspect was yelling
Yeah.
he was the police?
Like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm the police. Come out. Like,
No walkie-talkies blaring
Yeah.
or nothing.
He searched both floors of the school looking for her before giving up and driving away.
So the school went to lockdown.
School was already closed. She was
Oh, she
getting
was
there
after
early.
school shit.
Early.
Oh, this before
This was in
school.
the morning.
Damn.
Yeah, she was getting to school to get school going. And she must have been like a janitor or something because she was there before everybody.
Yeah.
Rogers, she later identified Rogers in a police photo lineup, and he was found and is currently being held without bond.
That's some scary, fucked up shit.
Yeah, that nigga left. Said, "Oh shit, the bitch saw my face," and turned around to what I'm assuming he planned on killing her.
Yeah.
That would be the only
something.
reason that you would.
Either that or raping.
Yeah, both of those are horrible.
You raping or robbing.
Raping, robbing, killing. They all bad.
Yeah.
They all bad.
Terrible, terrible.
Now, you got any more currents?
Nah, I'm done.
Okay, now I'm not sure if this is the male nigga you talked about last week. Was he in DC
The male nigga?
that was stealing checks and shit?
I want to say she was in Chicago.
Okay, well this is a nigga. Okay, this is a whole nother male nigga
Okay.
that's going crazy. Man, side note. Remember my nigga Lancaster we talked about on here that swindled the millions and ended up getting bumped into that nigga yesterday at the car show?
Oh, yeah?
I said, nigga. So I thought they gave you 80 months. He said they did. I got to turn myself in next week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Huh.
Bumped into my guy, man.
Ooh-wee.
I said, I talked about that shit on the pod. He said, I know. I said, all right. I said, bro, but I only talked about what they put in the news. I didn't put any of my
Yeah.
personal information. He said, I know. That's all right. That's okay.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
I only spoke on what they already spoke on. I just read what they.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Whoa.
He's a busy boy.
Yeah. But mail carrier accused of stealing nearly 1.7 million from D.C. residents
Damn.
was arrested while allegedly attempting to flee the country to the African nation of Zimbabwe. He was arrested at Dulles Airport just before boarding the flight. Prosecutors say Muchaba, which is his name, who has worked as a U.S. Postal Service letter carrier since 2020, excuse me, but was placed on off-duty status in March, was aware he was under investigation for allegedly stealing checks from postal customers in D.C. More than $400,000 was seized last month from a bank account he controlled as a part of a civil forfeiture action, and all of his identification, including his U.S. passports, were seized during a separate search of his residence in March. On Thursday, 2 felony counts of mail theft and bank fraud were unsealed against him in D.C. District Court. Federal investigators say an investigation into mail theft at the Friendship Post Office on Wisconsin Avenue, where he has been stationed, began in January after a customer reported a U.S. Treasury check was stolen and deposited in another person's account.
Ooh.
Investigators say the check was for $14,304.
Yeah, they was looking for that.
Was altered to contain his Munchin's name and his address.
Uh,
Where we name and address, and fraudulently signed over to Double Blue Investments. It was then deposited in a TB bank account opened by Muchumba, according to documents. The mail customer recognized Muchumba's name and address on the deposited check as the same Muchumba Muchumba had used on a holiday card that he had scanned. Investigators say they determined Muchumba had deposited more than $122,000 into that particular account via stolen treasury checks, as well as more than $400,000 into other accounts opened at Sandy Springs Bank. According to the charging documents, investigators linked him to 98 stolen checks deposited into 7 different banks, with a total value of right around $1.8 million. According to the detention memo, prosecutors believe he also recruited at least 3 other postal workers to assist him in this illegal scheme.
That's fucking crazy.
This nigga was on it.
He's all the way on it.
This nigga was criminal male mastermind. But nigga, like we talked about with Buddy, nigga, that is federal, buddy.
Hell yeah.
You are going to the federal penitentiary.
He was supposed to get some pussy that night.
Yeah. This nigga was trying to go back to Africa.
You listen to Biggie and everything. I'm going back to Zimbabwe.
My friend. We are going on break.
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
Break time. We back, people. We are back. We are back. And we are back.
Welcome back.
With a little bit of melanated mag for you.
Are we going to do that first before Florida Man?
Oh, no. Yep. My bad, my brother.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
The way it's going, we might as well.
We'll just knock it out real quick and then.
Yeah, because these are horrible.
Yeah, mine are bad too. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the positivity out the way because mine is just some superficial shit. I'll knock mine out. Usher.
I was going to say that too.
Is that the same one?
Nope. No,
Okay.
that ain't the same one. Go ahead.
Usher is getting the Super Bowl halftime performance.
Yeah.
In Vegas this year.
That's good.
That nigga ain't got to go. No, Vegas is being extremely good to this nigga.
Got what you
Got
call
the
that?
residency.
The residency.
And he just got to go around the corner and do the Super Bowl and then go on back to his to his hotel suite because you know when you did a residency,
Yeah, they got you locked in.
they put you in that big ass
Shit.
Dwayne Newton suite type shit.
Who?
Unless he
Oh,
got a
Wayne Newton.
yeah,
I'm like, who the hell's the Wayne
unless
Newton?
he got a
That's the Rock.
nah,
It's the
that's
Rock
that's
Day.
Wayne Newton's big brother.
I'm Wayne.
That's
He's
dope
dope
Wayne.
Wayne.
Oh man. But yeah, so Vegas has been good to Usher, man. But it's just good seeing like his. I know he doesn't seem like it to us because we getting old, but he's like an elder statesman of
Yeah,
who's still like rocking like a young man, like.
she still look like a young
But
man.
I'm saying he's still like popular like a young nigga. That nigga
Yeah.
came out when we was in high school, bro.
Shit came out when
Before
we
that,
was
middle
in
school.
elementary, damn near. Cause I remember on the first little bit. Well, he had middle school, but I consider that elementary.
He was like sixth, seventh grade when he came out
Yeah,
with the when he was on the hood of Diddy's car.
the red car. We started off in the classroom with the bloody nose. Yeah,
Yep.
I can't. That's not my way. That was the second album.
Yeah, that was my way was the second album. It was called damn.
I ain't even gonna try.
Yeah, but yeah, that was before he got with My Way and all that. Because when he did My Way, he got with Jermaine Dupri and shit.
Yeah.
That's when he was with Diddy back then.
That shit's crazy.
Because he's a few years older than us, and he was 13 or 14 in that video.
Yeah, but you know they hold shit for a while too. Especially back then, they could hold shit for a long ass time. Nowadays, they can't do that shit because the internet.
Well, no, that shit came out when he was that age.
No, that's what I'm saying. It did, but they can
Yeah.
still hold it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I think he was like 18 or 19 when the
Make
My
you
Way
wait
shit
for it.
came out.
Yeah, make you wait for the suspense and shit.
Or was My Way first? Or was 8701 first?
Oh shit, I don't know. I wasn't an Usher fan.
That's my guy.
He can sing though and dance. He's
That's
talented.
my guy. Yeah. So, shouts out to him, man. They finally told you, man. Motherfuckers can say what they wanted to say about goddamn Jay getting in there and doing the deal with the NFL. But ever since he
Ever
did
since
that
he
shit,
did.
boy, it's been more goddamn niggas at the nigga. They was sea walking
I know.
at the halftime show. Fucking with
Had all the gangsters.
Dre and Snoop was up there with
50
hydraulics.
Cent
50
dropping
was
down
hanging
from the
upside
ceiling.
down and shit. Now Usher's doing like nigga, he's because they had that
Well,
nigga
we had
up there.
Riri last year,
And
man.
Rihanna was last year. They had a nigga up there since whatchamacallit pulled out Janet Titty 20 years ago.
Justin Timberlake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
yeah.
Well, now we had Prince.
Prince, of
We had
course.
Prince. We had Prince for our Super Bowl
Yeah.
in Miami.
Yep.
Did good old Purple Rain.
Yeah, and that nigga was so cold. He was in the rain and didn't get wet. I seen it. That nigga was a magical, majestic
I
figure.
could dance underwater
And not get wet, nigga. Yeah, that's what that nigga was doing. That nigga had his hair wrapped up. And nigga was in like a yellow suit or whatever it was, doing Purple Rain, nigga.
He's
And it was
stupid.
raining, nigga, and that nigga was dry than a bitch. And wasn't nothing over him.
It was the essence.
That's why that nigga died. God got sick of watching that nigga from down from up there and wanted him to come on up and do a show in heaven. So he just went on ahead and took that nigga, man.
Come on, Prince.
So
I
come
got
on,
you.
Prince. I got you, baby. Come on up
Yeah,
here.
everything down there don't matter.
Yeah,
Come
they
on.
don't appreciate you down there as much as they should, man. Come on up here.
Come on back home.
You wonderful, majestic man. All right,
Let's see.
that was all the melanated.
I got.
Oh, you got your melanated.
Yeah, I got. I never heard of this person. Tigst Asefa.
Don't know.
She shatters the women's marathon world record by more than 2 minutes in Berlin.
Damn.
Tigst Asefa broke the women's world record by more than 2 minutes Sunday at the Berlin Marathon as Eliud fuck that name. Eliud won the men's race for the 5th time but couldn't break his own record. Ethiopian runner Asefa, the winner in Berlin a year ago, ran the race in 2 hours, 11 minutes, 53 seconds to break the previous women's record of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 4 seconds set by Kenya's Bridget Kosgei at the Chicago Marathon in 2019. Says Asefa sank to her knees after crossing the line and raised her arms, then celebrated with the flag of Ethiopia. She was nearly 6 minutes clear of any other runner in Sunday's marathon, with Sheila Kepikuri of Kenya in second, and she came in at 2 hours, 17 minutes, 49 seconds.
Goddamn.
And then Tanzania's Magdalena Shari, third with 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 41 seconds. So they damn near just minutes apart.
Kicking ass.
Other than everybody else, she was like 3 minutes before him, or before the first person came.
Kicking real ass, boy.
It says Asefa once specialized in shorter events on the track and competed in the heats of the 800 meters in the 2016 Olympics, but found much more success after switching to road running in recent years. She ran her first marathon in March 2022 in Riyadh before winning in Berlin in a course record time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, 37 seconds last year. So she beat her own shit. As they said, the other dude couldn't even beat his own shit that he set.
Kicking ass, you understand me?
That's what's up. But you know what happened though in the 800s? Them Jamaicans and the Americans came through running. She was like, I cannot. They are too fucking fast.
Jamaicans is serious.
They're too fucking fast. But what they can do,
watch this.
I can run the distance.
Yeah.
Faster than them.
Faster than them. Them niggas be running, nigga. They don't even be looking like they care about nothing. They just be.
Like the one dude said, he said, I was covered in sweat. And they looking at me like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, what's wrong with this guy? That's like my daughter, they used to run 10Ks and 5Ks and 20, whatever the fuck it was. And then before she decided she was too cool to keep doing that, she used to finish them shits. No sweat. She'd finish. She'd be like, all right, what we about to go do? I'd be like, nigga, this is talent. And she went out for the track team. And the track, she didn't make the team.
Okay.
And but the track dude was like, listen, there were just no more spots on the long joint for, and she's not a sprinter. He's like, but she needs to look into
like cross country.
And so she started running marathons.
Yeah.
Kicking ass. Nigga. She had all types of medals and shit. And,
see?
And then she got a little older and decided she was.
I mean, but you just got to find where you fit in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what he was like. He was like, man, she's not a sprinter. She's not fast off the gate. He said, but she will track your ass down and she does not get tired. So if you can run, you can't outrun her for 10 minutes. You might be able to run her for 10 minutes, but not 15. Nigga, she is on your ass, and you going like you said, sweating, looking crazy, and she just run on by like, hey, you guys,
how you doing?
She did that shit for a few years, and then she upped and decided, she became a teenager, and she.
She said shit, fuck that shit.
Yeah, now she's 16, and if she walk too fast, she get tired.
Wow.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
Welcome to Florida, man.
Florida's. I got two.
Yes, I got two as well.
All right, you want me to kick it off?
Go ahead. Like I said, mine are both horrible, so.
My Florida's ain't that bad. My Fecals is. Well, this one's bad. This Florida man is actually a Florida place on this one.
Oh, it's a place?
Yeah.
Damn. Go ahead.
It's a restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Nico's in Pace, Florida, was shut down a couple days ago after being opened for over a decade. It's a Japanese steakhouse.
What it sound like? Had roaches?
Nico's.
No, I said that's what it sound like.
Oh yeah.
I said, did they have roaches?
No. They wouldn't have made it on Florida Man with something as simple as roaches.
What they have?
According to an incident report, 7 people were sent to the hospital after consuming food laced with methamphetamines at the restaurant in early June.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah. That was one of mine.
Was it?
I forgot all about that.
But they just now shut them down.
Yeah. No, because remember they okay, so this is an update. They only pointed at the chef.
Yeah. Because it says, following an investigation due to lack of witnesses and information and surveillance footage, deputies added that there was no evidence to support that an individual individually intentionally or unintentionally sabotaged
Yeah.
the 7 patrons' food with narcotics.
It's like a hibachi spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, after that investigation, they just had to close the doors.
Mm. Well, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody tampering with y'all shit.
Well, yeah, because they're saying that they can't. They saying that they can't prove that it was just the chef on bullshit.
Okay.
They're saying that it's just now it's just an all around the board.
Oh, the whole restaurant's involved.
Yeah.
Because it's their fucking property.
Yeah.
They're responsible. We were just talking about that.
Yeah. So yeah, well, we'll follow up then, but it's officially shut down after being open for more than a decade.
No, I'm talking about, we were just talking about how
Oh yeah,
the you're responsible for what happens in your shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely 100% responsible for what happens in your shit.
Yeah, like I said, this one's Doo-Doo Boat.
Jesus.
And I didn't read it, so I just read it just a second ago.
Better read it with us.
Hell yeah. I said, Punta Gorda man defecates while burglarizing a boat.
Just left a pile of
Yeah.
angry excrement.
Says a man was arrested in Punta Gorda, so Fat Point, or Fat Woman Point. Okay, whatever. But after reportedly trying to steal items off someone's boat and later defecating on the dock on Sunday. It says on Sunday, September 17th, the Punta Gorda Police Department was dispatched to Lashley Park Marina at 112 Lashley Court, reference to a boat burglary. Officers were told that some items were stolen off the vessel, and it was caught on the victim's security cameras. They were also told that the suspect was an older man who pooped on the boat. Oh, he did poop on the boat. I thought he did on the dock. Okay. Once officers arrived at the scene, the victim pointed out 75-year-old Michael Paul, which is my name fucking backwards.
Oh, wow.
Wiersbicky. Michael Paul Wiersbicky Sr.
That's a terrible name. Wiersbicky?
Wierz Bicki.
Where's Bicky?
Senior.
Senior.
So that means there's
There's
another
goddamn
fucker
junior running around.
that's sitting on one of the marina benches. The surveillance camera showed Michael Paul I'm not saying his last name. We're getting on the boat around 5:22 a.m. while the victim was asleep. He was seen rummaging through the victim's belongings on the back of the boat. Although Michael Paul did not take anything at this time, he did leave something behind. The recording shows him defecating on the dock in front of the vessel. He was arrested and then transported to the Charlotte County Jail.
Deuce Bigelow.
So he didn't even take shit. He just shot on the man's
went
boat.
on there and rummaged around and took a big old shit on that man's boat.
Oh, hold on. My bad. I thought we was done. There's a while at the jail, officers got another call about a previous theft of an unoccupied car. Officers then went to the intersection of Taylor Road and Harborside Avenue where they met another victim. She told them her car was parked on Taylor Road and was burglarized overnight. The victim described the items that were missing, and officers were able to provide photos of the items. The miscellaneous items in the photo were found in Michael Paul's possession when he was arrested. He's facing 2 counts of burglary of an occupied conveyance unarmed and occupied conveyance unarmed and 1 count of first-degree theft. But nothing for the dookie.
My nigga just stealing and shitting. Stealing and shitting.
I steal. I don't kill.
All right.
So you got corn, huh?
My second Florida man isn't a man either. Well, there's a man involved, but he's not happy about it.
What didn't happen?
A 13-foot alligator is killed after being spotted with human remains in his mouth.
Oh, that girl's mama.
Is that what this is?
I think so. Because there's like different articles about it. I think it's a woman's mama. Unless that's just another alligator shit. Their alligator's going crazy then if that's the case.
Yeah, I think that's a different one.
Okay.
13-foot alligator was killed in Florida after it was spotted with human remains in his mouth. The alligator was killed and removed from the canal in Largo, Florida on Friday. This Friday that just passed, so I think that's a different one.
Okay.
Damn. On Friday, with the help of Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, Authorities were able to recover the human remains. However, details about the victim have not been released,
Okay.
and an investigation remains ongoing. The medical examiner's office will conduct an autopsy in order to determine the case and manner of death.
Well, we know.
Yeah,
Chomp, chomp,
alligator ate it.
chomp, chomp. Or it could have been killed and they threw it down there and
Yeah,
the
but
alligator
say,
ate
yeah, this is true because that's a good way to
it. Yeah.
get rid of a motherfucker.
Alligators are pig farms.
Yeah, yeah, we got a cousin that disappeared. They would apparently just put something up about it the other day. We had a cousin that disappeared like 30 years ago,
Mm.
and it's kind of believed because the area that he was close to, it was a pig farm around there,
Mm.
and it's kind of believed that he got into some shit, and because he was into some shit. We know he was into some shit.
Right.
Owed some motherfuckers some shit, and one day after numerous threats, he just disappeared. No one's ever seen him again. That was 32 years ago.
Wow. They
So
consider
it's
him
like-
legally dead.
Yeah, so it's like not known, but definitely understood that he probably ended up at that pig farm.
Right.
And he's probably something probably done to him first.
Oh, yeah, but of course.
But they probably went through his ass over that fence, and
So you can't just throw the whole body. You got to chop him up.
yeah,
We're not condoning any of this.
no.
I've seen this in movies.
Yeah, but I called that one gator bites.
Understood.
Had a good giggle when I came up with the name.
My last one is Mama's Car.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, young siblings stopped while driving mother's car on freeway hundreds of miles away from home. This happened from
Damn.
Gainesville, Florida. It says an 11-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy, her 10-year-old brother, who were reportedly running away from their house in Northport, Florida, to California, in their mother's car, were stopped on a highway about 200 miles away from home.
They made it
Damn.
200 miles.
That's what I'm thinking.
They was getting to it.
I mean, they stopped and got gas.
They made it 200 miles.
Something to eat. Damn, she
Yeah.
must know how to drive.
That's what, when you said 200 miles, that nigga, that's
It didn't even register with me what I said either.
that's like from here to I can't even think.
That's past Louisville.
Yeah,
That's almost what?
it's into like Tennessee somewhere.
Probably so. The tip of Tennessee.
Yeah, this is the tip of Tennessee.
The
Pause. That sounded crazy.
The Alachua County Sheriff's Office said deputies saw a sedan on Interstate 75 by Gainesville around 4 a.m. Thursday. The mother of the children had reportedly. Okay. Whoever wrote this. The mother of the children had reportedly her car stolen.
They meant to say reported.
Yeah, had reported her car stolen as well as her children missing at around midnight. Says when the deputies approached the sedan, they drew their weapons and ordered the people inside of the car to come out.
Oh, because she reported it stolen.
Since the vehicle was reported stolen, a high-risk traffic stop was conducted.
And then the missing kids stepped out that motherfucker.
Yeah, the deputies thought they were dealing with thieves, but 2 children came out of the car. Much to the surprise, deputies observed a 10-year-old male driver. Oh, the little brother was
Them
driving.
little niggas a
Unless they were
They
switching.
probably did. Them niggas is serious.
The 10-year-old male driver exited the vehicle along with his 11-year-old sister. So both of the children told investigators that the girl was mad that their mom took away their electronic devices, their phones and tablets.
At least they didn't kill her like the last ones.
Come on, man. After they had misbehaved, the two then decided to drive to California from Florida. Investigators determined that the children were not mistreated by their mother or any other person in their house. They just fucking spoiled.
She just had spoiled and she gave them some good old punishment. And they flipped their shit.
They were released back into their mother's care, and she did not press any further charges. The names of them were not released to
Yeah,
the
the
press.
minors, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Little niggas a whipper.
Mama's car. At least you know they can drive if she ever needs some help.
Yeah, it can happen.
They can get their license at 14 for that shit.
It can happen. Jesus Christ. Okay, then.
200 miles.
That's it for Florida mans, right?
Yeah. I wonder why they didn't say why they were going to California.
Yeah, I wonder who lived in California. Whenever grandma lived in California, they was
Probably.
trying to get the fuck away from mom and go see granny.
Or Disneyland.
Yeah.
They was like, we're tired of Disney
Yeah.
World. Let's go to Disneyland.
Man, just fucking sick of this shit.
All the time. Season passes. Fuck, mom, you're a bitch.
You're a fucking bitch.
You shouldn't even get us a fast pass. Say we come here all the time.
You're a fucking bitch, mom. I want to be a rock star. Man, it was time for these fecals.
Get these fecals.
Should not run off the first one because it's local.
Oh, okay.
Indianapolis woman admits to mistakenly stabbing her 1-year-old niece instead of the dog after it ate her chicken sandwich.
The dog.
She was trying to stab the dog
And hit her
and
niece.
stabbed her niece.
She didn't kill her, did she?
We're about to find out.
All right.
32-year-old Sharon Key was charged with criminal recklessness, according to reports. Officers responded to a call and found a 1-year-old girl stabbed in the neck. The suspect was later found hiding in the bushes. The suspect, Kay, allegedly told the police that the family went to Burger King and picked up some food and then returned to the hotel room that they were staying in. Key claimed her pit bull ate her chicken sandwich, according to court records, so she got mad and chased the dog around the hotel room with a knife. When the dog jumped up on the bed where the child was laying down, Key said she tried to stab the dog but missed and stabbed her niece in the neck by mistake.
Oh, shit.
Court records show she pled guilty to stabbing another woman with a box cutter during a fight at a gas station just back in 2020. Formal charges are still pending for this stabbing, but criminal recklessness is a low-level felony that carries a punishment of 6 months to 2.5 years behind bars. The stabbing victim, the little girl,
Yeah.
is expected to survive her injuries and make a full recovery. Thank God.
Cool.
This nigga just likes to pick up stuff and stab things.
Fuck that.
She was gonna stab the dog.
What's her name? Sharon what?
Sharon Key.
Yeah.
Key.
Okay. Yeah, I better not ever see that come across my
Yeah, she's
Facebook. I still don't want to see it come
No.
across my Facebook.
me either.
Mm.
Me either. And that was right here in old nap.
Feel like her spit stink.
She looked like her spit stink. I bet it smells like warm vaginal secretion. Homeless vaginal secretion.
You stupid. I got
Infected homeless vaginal. You know, like a bad case of like trick.
so they got slingshot penicillin at it.
Yeah. With a mask on from a distance. Spread the lips, man. But they just shoot the penicillin up in the motherfucker.
That's a bop.
Yeah. The upper room.
that's a low, not a high.
Yes.
I got a Iowa flea. Iowa man arrested after going missing.
Fucker.
On day he is found guilty of wife's death. Oh, for real?
So I have.
Oh, so everybody to know, we compared before,
It did not compare.
and we did Florida man. We didn't do weekly.
Yeah, we didn't do Fegels. We made sure we didn't have the same Florida man. Okay, well, I still have another one, so
All right,
that's
cool.
fine.
All right, cool. It says an Iowa man was arrested after 20 hours.
20 hours.
Yeah, 20 hours after failing to appear in court the day he was found guilty of murdering his wife in 2021. Sergeant Derek Shaw with the Ottawa Police told People magazine that Gregory Showalter, Showalter Sr., a lot of seniors in this one, 63, was found guilty on Friday of murder in the first degree, abuse of a corpse, willfully injuring, causing serious injury, and domestic abuse, assault, impeding air blood flow, causing bodily injury. According to St. Shaw, Showalter had posted bond and was out in the community while he awaited trial.
Yep, on a $250,000 bond.
It says on his
GPS
failure to
monitoring.
Yeah, it said a failure to appear in his court in court Friday. His trial came and he was appearing throughout the week, and then on Friday when they took their lunch break and the jury came back with a verdict, he was supposed to come back after the lunch break, and he never did. They said the police and other agencies then searched Showalter's residence where they determined that he had fled into a wooded area behind his home in Ottawa, Iowa.
Mm.
Atumwa, not Ottawa, Atumwa. I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
this is fucking Canada. Um, Several canines were able to track him down for quite. They were able to track him down for quite a distance before they lost his trail. It says after the judge canceled Showalter's bond and issued an arrest warrant for his failure to appear on return of a jury verdict on all four counts. The police followed up on Saturday at Showalter's residence after getting consent to search the premises. Officers located him hiding inside. So he was, it says according, it says Lieutenant Jason Bell told the outlet that authorities arrested Showalter at his home around
He
9:45 in
just
the
stayed at
morning.
home.
Yeah, it says they previously warned that Showalter was considered armed and dangerous. Uh, let's see. Okay, so he was charged with interference on official acts in regards to his actions and booked at the Wapello. These fucking names.
Yeah.
Wapello County Jail. His sentencing hearing is scheduled for October 16th. He turned himself in on August 3rd, 2021, allegedly killing his 60-year-old wife, Helen Showalter, on July 31st, 2021, at a
Mm-hmm.
job site on Pennsylvania Avenue in Ottumwa while they were in the process of divorcing after
Divorce.
40 years of marriage.
Yep.
I kind of understand it then.
So he lured her to the job site and
Mm,
killed her there, and then dumped her body along the Dismonis River.
wow.
The newspaper said Helen Snowwaters was reported missing by her family the next day, and a local found her body floating in the river while he was fishing.
Wow. My article don't even say nothing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't say shit about that. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
He's listening to DMX. Somebody gonna find you some old nigga fishing.
Yep, that's what happened. That show had that nigga.
Damn.
Mm. Let me get that out
That's
of my.
crazy.
Yeah, well, let me hit you with my my third and final one then.
All right.
This nigga's a special kind of fucker here. Texas man allegedly broke into his neighbor's home and beat a 6-year-old with a baseball bat, leaving the child unconscious and still in a coma at the hospital.
I hope he didn't have peanut butter jelly.
I don't think so. According to reports, 39-year-old Texas man Daniel Logan attacked the 6-year-old son of his neighbor and his own mother with a baseball bat.
Damn.
Daniel's mother, his
Yeah,
own,
his own mother.
with a baseball bat. Investigators have not yet said.
His mama.
Investigators have not yet said or figured out the motives behind the attacks on the boy. The incident took place in Georgetown, Texas, leaving 6-year-old Jeremy and 65-year-old Cynthia Logan, his mother, with critical injuries. A GoFundMe page has been set up for the young boy for his Medicaid care. Logan was arrested and charged with injury to a child and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against a family member. Both are first-degree felonies. He's being held without bail.
Good.
And that little boy is still in the hospital.
How old is he?
39.
Oh shit.
He beat his 65-year-old mother with a bat, then went and broke into his neighbor's house and beat the neighbor's 6-year-old son with a bat.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm going to call that one the Texas baby beater.
Yeah, it's all about babies. This last one for me is waterboarding baby.
What? Waterboarded a baby?
Yeah. Mom, and get this. The mom sentenced to 30 days in jail for waterboarding baby and putting him in a freezer.
What, the 30 days? That's it?
30 days. I thought I was reading it wrong. It says that's why. An Oregon woman was sentenced to 30 days in jail on Tuesday, September 12th, for waterboarding her infant son and placing him in the freezer in 2021 to see if the child's father would notice. Says a spokesperson for the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office confirmed to people that Sharday McDonald, 30, was sentenced on and booked on September 12th for first-degree criminal mistreatment on October 28, 2021, and tampering with the witness the next day. It says the witness tampering charge was related to a separate incident.
Wow.
McDonald will be released on October 6th, which the Multnomah County Detention Center's records also show, according to Law and Crime. McDonald will also be on supervised probation for 3 years following her release. It says, let's see, Fox 12's Portland news station reported and court records confirmed that McDonald pleaded guilty to both felony charges as well as to identity theft on July 28th after changing her original not guilty pleas entered on November 19th, 2021. As according to the outlet, court documents show that the police responded to a tip on October 28, 2021, that McDonald had placed her baby in the freezer in their home in Gresham. A police officer heard McDonald yell to her child's father. His name is Kendrick Neal. I'm about to show you real quick. You don't want him. Let me show you about this little fucking baby. I don't
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
give a fucking. I don't fucking give a fuck about. Says prosecutors said in court that the officer saw McDonald holding her baby in a blanket when she opened the front door. Let's see. So the defendant, Sharday Brianna McDonald, told the officer that she was not trying to hurt him, harm, or kill her son by drowning him or putting him in the freezer. However, the officer said that before McDonald's arrest, he saw a photo showing her holding the infant by the onesie, but at a downward angle where his hip, legs, and feet were higher than his head, almost upside down with water running over his face.
What the fuck?
So the only place water could go was in his nose. It looked like the child was trying to hold his breath while water was pouring over his face. As the officer arrested McDonald, she said that she waterboarded her baby as a test done out of spite to see if Neil gave a fuck at all.
What the fuck?
And would return to their apartment. The outlet reported that a physician who spoke on behalf of the prosecution said in court that the baby was likely not to be able to breathe based on the photos that might have resulted in fatality. Yeah.
Damn.
Sick bitch.
She can go to hell, boy.
Just because the damn daddy don't want you. It's all this other. Go to a Frank stand.
Yeah.
Go to the Frank stand and get you something good.
This nigga's growing dicks on their forearm, bro. You can get somebody.
Yes, sir. And that's here is the end of the fecals.
Yeah, that's in the mind too, man.
Yeah, it has been real.
Eugene won't wear nothing about
Nothing.
this episode. We're in the process of a transition. We got to get used to the new recording days.
That's
and
right.
Shit now, don't come fussing at us, Eugene.
We are transitioning.
It sounds like we dying.
Like gold dust.
Oh shit. Oh shit. We are out of here.
Hey, I still got the mushrooms in me, so.
Let me get PM home. We are out of here.
Y'all have a good one.
See y'all next week.
Yes, sir.